Greetings and salutations, fellows and fellas. I'm Syncrostire, coming to you from the Sync Realm. Now, the last video, I noticed had no audio, well, no microphone audio. Sorry about that. I didn't know that the audio was gonna get corrupted, and so I'm just gonna leave that the first episode as a private video and give you a link down in the description. So you can go watch that if you want to know more in depth what the story is. Basically, I'm this guy in the middle of the screen. And what I picked up is I'm a war criminal somehow. I used to be of some importance. I was summoned back, or got this letter that sounds like I was summoned back, although I'm having some suspicions about that. And I was called back here. The soldiers don't exactly like me because I abandoned them during a war crisis. And this guy right here saved me. He seems friendly, but I don't know. Because, I mean, he's still part of the government, so he still doesn't entirely trust me. So that's basically what happened in the last episode. If you want to know more, as I said, you can look down in the description, and there will be a link to a private video. Unfortunately, there's no vocal audio, so it's just gameplay sounds. I apologize for that, but I think I have everything fixed. I also have the screen resolution. I realized that there was some awkward gray bars on the top and bottom. That aside, let's get back into this. Alright. So yeah, I'm gonna go check out what this is.
Oh, would you look at that?
Huh. Elysian stones. I'd have expected the war to curb trade a little.
It did. For about 3 months, until the countries across the belt realized how much they missed our work.
And so they decide to send their traders to a country steeped in civil war.
It isn't that bad. The bloodiest suns have all set. We're just cleaning up what's left of it. In fact, I think in a few years it'll be completely over.
Let's keep going.
I think he's wrong. Considering that this is the beginning of the game, I think there's trouble just around the corner. But we will see. Loading. Wait, courtyard. Sorry about that. I didn't think that those would make those sounds. My apologies. I am a professional. This music is haunting. More story. Here's story. The music's gorgeous, by the way. Sitting at the highest point in the city, I still can't get over that spelling. The White Spire has a view that covers all of its charge. It is the pinnacle of Registry's authority, the embodiment of its role as a guardian and caretaker of Umbra. Certainly there are many in this day that disagree with the Registry's methods and dispute their efficacy. But the fact remains that the Registry stands to the watch over us all. Built upon the ancient ruins of some long-forgotten tower, the White Spire was constructed in a matter of days, record time, even with the help of the Earth Brands. The construction of the spire served not only to establish quickly a base of operations for the Registry, but to remind the citizens that it governed, that it had the capability and power, and it was willing to use it to perform such a feat. The interior is indeed bigger on the inside. British technology. Ha! Doctor Who. That's funny, because someone else.
So, any idea why the old man wants to see me?
Not a very solid one. One of the Regenti has gone missing. And these walls should not be privy to this conversation.
Privy. Some interesting word choice here. This is a large place. That's a gorgeous fountain, albeit looking a little bit small as compared to the rest of the people. Oh, I know this place. This is where I was in the prologue. Upper hallway. Everybody is wearing masks and has crazy bizarre hats, except for me. I stand out like a sore thumb. Except my friend over here just also doesn't wear a hat. Hello, guards.
Here we are.
Tell me he's changed, at least a little.
Have fun finding out.
This should be fun. Verona's office. I just realized that this looks like my character looks like the guy from Tales from the Borderlands, and this guy looks like the bad guy from Tales from the Borderlands. I'm wondering if there's
In all the 20 years that I've spent perched upon the spire, not once have I seen my city so broken.
Tristan was telling me the war's almost over.
Over? When does a war end? When the trumpets of peace sound? When the mask runners are dead in the gutter? No. It ends when it ceases to echo through every street, or shadow every face. It is over when the halls that it has emptied fill once again. This war is far from over. I trust the past 5 years have treated you well?
They've been kind.
Kind? Is that what you call those years you spent throwing all your coin at barkeeps, fleeing the grip of sobriety?
How?
The Cavalli Fields may be located across the belt, but it's still within the registry's vigil.
And so is plagued by your rats. Why am I here?
The answer is all around you. You've been to the docks. You've walked through the grounds. How many portieri enjoy the company of Masquerades?
Tristan told me. The city's losing too many of them.
We must learn the secrets of the Masquerades. Learn how to stop them from disintegrating upon their wearer's death.
This is a job better suited for the Vegelus.
Widen your mind, Cicero.
I'm
You
interested.
think I called you here to bury your nose in dusty tomes?
No, it's a quest.
You are not the first that I've spoken to of these matters.
Spelling folder?
A regenti of mine was tasked 3 months ago to explore the annals we have on Masquerades. You are here to find him.
How long's he been missing?
Why is there a
He missed sending in his last report due 20 days ago.
And you've sent no one else?
Ophina and Corvus were sent to investigate.
What did they find?
That their songs were shorter than they expected.
Both of them.
Ophina was found hanging in her room, hands tied, wrists slit. Corvus's body was not so fortunate. Whoever it was had resources, wit, knowledge, finesse. It's a pity the two before you managed to find nothing apart from their own deaths.
So you called me back to feed me to the dogs?
No, I called you back to find my regenti. If the canines come at you while you're at it, well,
You're a fool if you think I'll do this.
I'll think much more than that if you turn away. Especially if you read the case notes. You might find the name of my regenti interesting.
Am I related to his...
Razatov.
You two were acquainted.
Ah.
Anything else?
Only that you are to breathe no word whatsoever to anyone else regarding this case.
Okay.
Everything else you need is in those notes. Arm yourself in the Hall of Bearings. Then see what you can find. His office in the East Wing is probably a good place to start. That is all.
That is all. Alrighty, so I'm supposed to discover how in the world these Masquerades work. It sounds interesting. So I knew the guy who disappeared, and I probably at least knew the names of the two people who died. It's interesting. New chapter reached. Case notes updated. Case notes are down here. I missed the button that I was supposed to click.
Survived the trial, I see.
Barely. The bastard's still as oily as ever.
Careful. Walls have ears. So, was I right?
This is about the regenti that's gone missing. Razatov.
That's the one? Didn't he...
Saved my life. Yes. Avestus used that against me.
So now you're on the case too.
Yes,
Any
indeed.
advice then?
Just try not to die. We've lost enough inspectores as is.
You can bet on that. Now, I need to read these notes first. Then to the Hall of Bearings for a masquerade. Still have time to accompany an old friend?
Why not?
So he was an old friend. Okay, roused off personnel. In my wildest imaginations had I ever thought that my relationship with this was turn out the way it did. Quiet and reserved, Razatov and I had first met in the Senza while I had been preparing for the dreadful Accredita. Masquerada is my least favorite of all the media. Most things I've learned in the streets, not between the pages of the book. Razatov, however, was quite the opposite, a lover of histories and theorems. Go. I'll read these off screen. I don't have much care for it. By the way, I don't know if I mentioned this. This game's on Steam. It's like $25, and it's really good so far. Very interesting. I want to figure out what happened. So it's well written. So I would definitely recommend this. And the combat's pretty smooth.
My brother is missing. At least let me speak to the Valencio.
Your color isn't welcome here.
A member of the Blue Guild. Here.
A curious sight indeed. You can take care of yourself?
I'm not a child, Tristan.
Really?
Get out.
Guild policies. 6 guilds. They disagree. Do I get the masquerade soon? I want the masquerade. Hall of Bearings. Yeah, I'm gonna read all this stuff off screen.
Inspectore,
At ease.
I was not told to expect you, sir.
I don't suppose you were. But here I am. And I need a masquerade.
Right this way, sir. I do apologize in advance. Our selection of masquerades has diminished since the war began.
It's all right. I'm not picky.
I've never had one in my life before, so...
Beautiful, isn't it?
I'd like a masquerade now, please.
All right. First things first. Your element, sir.
Cyrus? What are you doing?
Sir?
What? I apologize. What was the question?
Your element.
Right. Of course.
So, if I was a bender in Avatar: The Last Airbender, or Legend of Korra, which one would I be? Not water. Water's interesting, but it's never been my thing. Air nomads, they're weird, with all the textures and everything. Fire's too out of control. I've always wanted to be an earthbender. Also kind of fits my mentality, much more facts-based. So I think I'm gonna go Earth. I hope I don't regret this choice. Sure, want to select this option. Sure they
I'm an Earthbrand.
I'm
And
an
the last
Earthbender.
time you used a masquerade?
5 years.
Vamus tests?
Distinctions.
Accredita?
60th percentile. Explains why I didn't turn out to be one of the Vegelers.
All right, sir. It'll take me no more than a heartbeat.
You need the masquerade, Cicero. You're its custodian, and you're an imposter. Going around with that stupid cape of yours? Have you forgotten where your loyalty lies?
Are you almost done, Valis?
Just finished, sir.
You
That was
don't know
more than
what
a
you
heartbeat.
started, brother. Change. That's what. Change for the Contadani, our people.
Here it is, sir.
Come with me. Come with me, Cicero.
No.
Sir?
Thank you, Alice.
So I was friends with the guy who died in the prologue? Like we were part of the same, I think, whatever. We'll figure this out eventually. And that's where we're gonna end off this episode. I just got my first Masquerade, and the plot thickens. Someone is missing, and it is time for us to find him. So, please like, comment, and subscribe so that you won't miss out on any of the series or any of the other series on the channel, because they're all awesome. I would highly recommend any of the ones by Sync Shift. He puts a lot of time into them, and I know he would love if you would go over and check those out. And so, have a fantastic day, week, month of your life, and I will talk to you guys next time. See ya.